Guys, haven't done a live video for you guys in a little bit, so I'm super pumped about this, and I just wanted to just cover like a couple of things on why I stopped focusing on massively like quick growth in our businesses, and also what I recommend to my clients, and just a little bit of perspective on that. So, I'm very honored. Every week I get to work with 200 plus fit pros. We get to connect with hundreds of you guys every single month, and things like that. And one of the like key things that kind of happens is we'll chat to people and they're like, I want to add 50 members in 12 weeks, or I want to add 50 members this month, and things like that. And look, I know it's like a really good way of thinking, especially to grow your business. We all want things quicker, and I want you to think about that client that comes to you and says they want to lose like 8 kilos in a month, and 10 kilos in 6 weeks, and things like that. And generally your advice to them will be like, hey, let's think a little bit longer, because fitness, we're in this for life, right? We're not in here for, even though we use 21, 28 and 6-week offers to get people started, we truly know, guys, in fitness that this thing's fucking forever, right? Fitness is, you're 4 days a week, you're doing your 10,000 steps, your sleep, it's like literally for life. And I want you to think the same way about your business, because if you're in a position, firstly, where you need 50 members in a month, you're probably not even growing by 2 a week at the moment. Okay. So when you want to think about it, and I'm not saying that you can't add 10 members a week, because you can, right? But there's steps and there's layers to this. There's steps and layers, just like in fitness. Before you deadlift 220 kilos, you've got to be able to do 5 reps of 100, right? You don't get that result really quickly. And I want you to have a think about your goals, because if we like started and talked together today, and we made a reliable system that added 2 members per week to your business, which is super realistic and achievable, in 1 year, you would have 104 extra members, right? But if you added 104 members over the next 12 weeks, you'd be super burnt out. Your sales systems would probably break. Your retention ongoing would be pretty much like shocking, I imagine. Your trainers would be like overworked, your sessions would be overbooked, and it would be absolutely chaotic. And we went through this phase, like in our business. I remember 1 January, we signed up 181 people to a 28-day challenge in a singular club, right? It was absolutely insane. And, it was very, very exciting, and everything was going really well. But 3 months later, our business was broken, right? It was people leaving left, right, and center, because our classes went from like 10 people to like 40. Our staff overworked. No one knew what was kind of going on. Our retention systems were absolutely shot. And whilst like if I put up an ad today, right, and if I was like to you guys, like, hey, you can add 181 members in a month, everyone would jump at it, right? But I'm telling you guys, like super honestly, that even though that was amazing, and I'm like super proud of it, right? It wasn't the best lifestyle to have. And it certainly didn't, have anything to do with how we got up to, 1,200 members over the long run. It's just like a really cool, marketing mechanism that these people kind of tell you of like, hey, add 100 clients in 12 weeks. Now, one of the things I want you to focus on, I really want to change your mindset on this, is start to think long-term in your business, right? Don't think of what you can achieve in the next 28 days, but start to think, what can you achieve in the next 12 months through consistency, through discipline, through learning the right things, through being around the right people. Because quite simply, guys, you add 2 members a week, that's 104 extra members. And probably most people watching this call, most people in the fitness industry at the moment, don't even have 100 members to start with, or you're at that 100 to 150. So literally that would maybe double or triple your business just through consistent growth over the next 12 months. And what that does, it helps you create operation systems and routines to grow your business nice and consistently and sustainably, whilst your team are growing and learning, and whilst you are growing and learning along the way. And when I changed my mindset on this stuff, and I must give a lot of props to my mentor, Charlie Valor, on this. I've been working with him for a couple of years. That when you start to think of stuff long-term, right, you start to do those daily operational tasks and start to look at life a lot differently. To go, hey, I signed up 2 members this week. That's great. I know this time next year I'm going to be 100 members plus. I've just got to keep that +2. Got to make sure my retention's on point, make sure my marketing's on point. So I think, guys, if you're in a position where you're begging and needing like 50 or 100 members quickly, just know that there's been mistakes made over the last 6 months that have got you here. Maybe with cash flow, we'll take coronavirus out of it, probably cash flow issues over the long term. And you're probably not in a position where if you need that amount of members, you're probably not signing up even 2 a week at the moment. So I want you to focus on the long term in business. I want you to focus at where you'll be at in 12 months and where you'll be at in 2 years. If you just add 2 or maybe 3 members a week to your business who become sticky members and they stay with you in the long term. And guys, by doing that, it's going to change your perspective a lot. It's going to change the way you market a lot. It's going to change your expectations a lot. And it's also going to set your business up for sustainable success over the next 12 and 24 months, rather than just being like, hey, I need Tom Brady to come into my business and throw a hectic Hail Mary, right, to try and save me. It's just progressively making sure you do those small details, those small tasks, focus on the smaller details every single day, so that I hope that in a year you come back and you're, Jimmy, I've watched this video, thank you so much. I've added 100 members over the next 12 months and I'm happier than I've ever been because I'm picking my own work hours, and everything's going great. Rather than jumping on the phone or talking to other, mentors and programs going, hey, I need 50 members in the next month with those crazy unreal promises you'll get, because I'm telling you, because I've been there, and often it's not the actual thing that you want. You want a sustainable business that provides you consistent growth and consistent income, right? And when you do that, guys, when you've done it like an 8-week period where you've added 2 members per week consistently, guess what? The next thing that happens, you go, hey, how can we now add 3 members a week, right? And then you can do that. And then you've done that and you've built those systems and you start to grow by 3, then you start to grow by 4. But you don't want to go in a position where you go from 0 to adding like 20 new members a week, right? Because it gets uncontrollable and unsustainable. And also you set yourself with unrealistic expectations, just like your clients do with weight loss and fat loss, right? And you need to drink the Kool-Aid and go, hey, this is a long-term thing I'm in this business for. Focus on the long term, add 2 members a week. Once you've learned that, learn how to add 3 a week. Once you've learned that, learn how to add 4 a week. And guys, you add 4 new members a week over a year, you have over 200 new members in your business who are paying you on direct debit, or maybe, you're using the Godfather plan or the, goals-based selling we teach, where you're collecting most of those 20% or 30% of those payments up front. But guys, just make sure you have long-term focus and don't try and get Tom Brady in your business where you're focusing on like absolutely fucking Hail Mary, because I'm telling you, 2 members a week's 100 a year, and you're going to be absolutely so stoked at the end of the year when you do that.